Grab your lucky dice and roll with me and my friends as we play a D&D on our channel, Runaway Dice, or RAD for short. We're playing Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos, with a few little tweaks and twists, so it's not going to be exactly the same. For example, our university is called Hexford, so there you go. I'm Martin. I will be your GM for now and forever. And let me introduce some of my friends. We have the lovely Izzy. Izzy, who are you playing?
I am playing Larissa, the tiefling sorcerer. She is blue.
She is blue. Very good. Mood or we don't know. Colouring. I also have my friend Cameron. Cameron, who are you playing today?
I am playing Win. He is a variant human bard, very curious fella. Not your usual bard, is all I'll say.
I also have my friend Ekin. Ekin, who are you playing today?
I'm playing Guldar Anorion. He is a full orc, hexblade warlock, and he's raised by elves, and he's green.
He's green, great. Like the Power Rangers. We also have Karis. Karis, who are you playing today?
So I'll be playing Lilia Farathren. They are a human wizard, and she's not green, she's not blue, she's pretty normal human.
Pink?
Yeah.
See the pink Power Ranger, you can say, that's fine.
Yeah.
Pinkish, skin colour.
I mean,
She's
who didn't want to be a
flesh-toned.
pink
Flesh
colour?
toned.
She's flesh toned.
Like a nude tie.
She's darker toned. She's darker toned, but she's not like green.
Okay, here we go.
I felt like there was a skin tone thing going on there.
Oh, okay, yeah. In this world, I guess there is no normal skin tone because there's so many. And we also have finally we have Ian. Ian, who are you playing today?
Hi there. I will be playing Floof Tobeans. He is a kitty folk monk, and he is the goodest and the floofiest boy.
What color is he?
Floof.
Flue coloured. White. He's the White Ranger, I think. So you nearly have all of the Power Rangers.
Wait, I didn't say what colour I was. He's olive skinned. There we go.
Olive skinned, the olive skinned Power Ranger, we'll remember. So, last time, because we just did our session 0, if you've not watched that yet, go and check it out. We did some quick flashbacks of the dreams everyone had about why they're going to Hexford University. And that's pretty much all we did. So, this is our first official, full game. So we find the party all just waking from these little dreams that they had. They are indeed at Hexford University, and they are about to start their first day. Luckily for them, they are all living in the same pod for their university dorms. So there are 6 bedrooms. One of them seems to be vacant at the moment, but they have a little shared dining, living room, kitcheny area in the middle that they do have to socialise in. Though at this point in time, they have not actually met each other, even though our players obviously know about these dreams. The characters do not. So, obviously, we can't play Dungeons & Dragons without some die, so you'll be doing your first dice. And remember, the first dice is always the most important, because if you roll low, you'll roll low forever, and if you roll high, you'll probably roll low forever as well. Let's see what happens. So, you're rolling me a d20 as well.
Oh, God. Well, that's not great, is it?
Let's see.
Thank you, D&D Beyond.
Mm-hmm.
Who, if you want to sponsor us, we're very happy to accept.
Yes, we like D&D Beyond, so you can...
Lilia!
So, okay, so yeah, the good thing, did anyone get the 15 to 20 for their roll? Hands up. 10 to 14?
Down here.
Whoa, you guys rolled really low. Okay. Well, Ekin, your character...
What did Win get?
We'll find out soon. Ekin, you are the first to rise out of all the different students. So you wake up. Do you want to just describe how your character looks? So it's kind of just getting out of bed. What's he wearing as he strolls into the kitchen living room area?
Well, is not in his pajamas right now. He's wearing his daily robe. It's mostly blue as red parts, and some golden chains and little pieces around him.
Okay.
Yeah, he has a black, well, medium size hair, uh, brown eyes. His green skin shines with the sunbeams.
Yes, it is very sunny.
Yeah, he's pretty good looking and
Mhm.
well built. You know the type.
Yeah, I socialize with a lot of orcs in my free time, so yeah, I know the type.
Yeah.
So you, but yeah, so yes, you walk into the little dining room area for your little pod of people and sit down as we'll see who next wakes up. So we have 5 to 9.
Lilia and I both rolled an 8.
Okay, so I'm guessing the other two of you rolled between 1 and 4. I'm guessing.
I rolled a 6.
Oh, and Cameron rolled a 1. Okay. Okay, girls. I know you want to do everything together because it's your first day and everything, but you're gonna have to roll me a d20 again to see which one of you
Oh, I both hope
beats
roll
it.
ones.
Once again, in honor of various famous D&D streams, rollies.
Already.
I got a 17.
Okay,
Damn.
not a 17, Karis. Okay.
No, I got a 5.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Very good. Okay, so Izzy, do you wanna your character obviously gets up. What are they wearing as they come out of their room?
So she is dressed for the day. She is wearing a pair of black shorts, which look like they may have at one point been trousers, but she has customized them. Black boots and a white blouse that she has also customized by removing the sleeves. The blouse is a little bit sheer. You can clearly see her orangey goldy bra underneath, which she wears because it really brings out her bright blue skin tone. The blouse has also had to be customized. She has basically made it backless because she needs to leave room for her wings. Her big
Amazing.
blue wings, and her long fiery hair is down, and looks like she's put a little bit of makeup on. She's got her dark blue lippy, mascara, eyeliner, definitely some contour. She wants to look pretty. It's her first day of school.
Yeah, it's very good. So yeah, you sit down. I don't know. Would you sit next to your new, I guess, dorm roommate, or would you sit opposite them? What would your character do?
Is it a round table or is it a square table?
It's a triangle. No, it's not. It's just it's a
Well, that's very
it's
useful.
a triangle. Just a mess with you guys. Where'd you sit? No, it's
Who put a D4 as a table?
It's a D4 table with 3 legs. It's yes, and it's a square table. That's it. It's a square
Okay.
table.
So she goes and sits across from him. And good morning.
Morning.
I am Larissa. Who are you?
She's Guldar. Nice
Uh,
to meet you, Marissa.
Nice to meet you too, Guldar.
I haven't seen you here. Are you new too?
Yes, this is first day for me. I got here late last night.
I like your skin color.
Thank you.
At this point, Karish, your character, bursts in just a couple of minutes after. Please describe what they're wearing and kind of their demeanour as they come into the dining breakfast room.
So Lilia comes into the living room. Um, she is very put together. She is meticulously put together. It looks like she spent hours putting herself together. She has like high collared, like smart coat on. Hair is still big, but like pinned back in place perfectly. She's got all of her jewelry is on um, in perfect place. And she comes in, book in one hand, and you noticed her nails are like the like big long silver tufts that are very shiny and look like they might hurt if you get poked with them. But in that hand, she has a very scrappy book, and her head is just. She's able to navigate the kitchen pretty well with her nose quite literally inside a book. Um, but she'll go as far away from the others as she can while sitting at the table. But she'll just perch herself down on the chair, and she'll just sort of morning, and the head goes back into the book, and
Very good.
that's her.
Very good. As you sit at the table, you probably feel you're a little bit close, and it's like the table can sense your mind, and plus, because I just remembered the correct word, it actually turns into a rectangle. And as you guys are all sitting, the table seems to move you, Lillian, further away from everyone, so they are in the centre looking at each other as you are just a little bit further away at this point in time. But as this is happening, we have our next character appear, so I think that would be Ian's character. So Ian, please tell us what your character is wearing for his first day at school.
Cool.
So, rather than seeing what you believe to be another student walk in, you see what looks to just be a big cat come traipsing through on all fours. The cat looks like just a giant kitten. Big, like the fluffiest white fluffy fur, with the odd little fleck of grey through it. A little bit of black. One almost glittering green eye, one almost glittering blue eye, and the cat just walks through on all fours, tilts its head to one side, looks at each one of you in turn, pads through, and just sits down in the corner. That's good.
Very good. Any response from our other adventurers at this quiet-looking beast?
Are you student or pet?
The head just goes like this.
Or druid?
Very, very astute. Very astute. Hi.
Hello. What is your name?
My name is Floof Toebeans. My mama named me Floof because I'm floofy.
You are certainly floofy. I can. That seems very apt. I am Larissa.
You are not floofy, but you're Larissa, and you have a tail like me.
I do have tail. You are right. I sort of flick my little pronged tail around.
As two of our characters discuss their extra appendages, our fellow adventurer wanders in. I'm guessing he is the type of person who would be late. I don't know. We'll find out. Cameron, do you want to introduce your character as he strolls in and what he's wearing and where he's going to sit on this, at the moment, rectangular table?
Yeah. Wynn isn't that well put together. You can imagine he did wake up late. His beard is a little bit scruffy. It's normally quite well maintained and short, but this whole new routine of getting up early, getting ready, it's very new to him. He's always been quite laid back and waking up late. So you can imagine he's yawning as he walks in, looking for the nearest pot of coffee. He's wearing pretty much this, like a nice black cloak with white stripes down it, very silk, purple silk shirt underneath. Yeah, he's looking around the cafeteria, looking for an available seat. He immediately notices what he can only see as a cat, and he just basically runs over and wow, I knew Hexford was amazing, but to have their own mascot, that's something incredible. Guys, you got the seat with the mascot. That's crazy. And he'll go to pet the mascot.
Very good. As you are probably just trying to figure out exactly where you sit, the table transforms again, and I'm smart. I know like 5 shapes. It turns into a hexagon, and yeah, so you get a little space for you guys all to hopefully have some breakfast. So as you guys are probably eyeing each other suspiciously, you hear a noise from the little kitchenette area. As a small little gnomish female pops her head up, and she has these enormous black glasses and very bright blue hair in like a bowl cut shape. She has kind of a brown dress on and some stockings on, one's kind of falling off. She's very, very small, and she sees you guys and she's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm Dinky. I'm your resident assistant. I just thought I'd whip you a quick breakfast because you didn't get to do the tour yesterday. I hope everyone's okay."
It's very good you appeared when you did.
What?
I was about to punch a bitch.
The mascot.
He is not mascot. He is Floof Tobin.
You could have told me that a minute ago. Hello,
You
Mr.
never
Toby.
asked.
And I'll gingerly back away, just kind of looking kind of guilty. I didn't mean any offense, Mr. Tobin.
You are okay. Everybody gets one.
You are very
Stare
floofy.
directly in your eyes, unblinking.
Yeah. He's so cute.
Dinky kind of oh, okay, so I have some breakfast, you guys. I have some scrambled eggs, some bacon, some fruit. Do you guys want to help yourselves? She seems quite nervous a lot. She keeps the glasses keep steaming up and she keeps having to push them back on. She seems very nervous, but she does kind of show you guys some food that's been prepared if you want to partake in any of it.
That is very kind.
Oh, just some coffee, please. Where can I find some coffee?
She's yeah, of course I can get you some coffee, and she kind of goes to the stove and quickly gets you a small cup of coffee.
Extra shot, please. I'm not used to waking up so early.
She's like, "Oh, you're one of those students." As she hands you 2 cups of coffee and a cigarette. No, we don't smoke on this channel. She just gives you 2 cups of coffee.
Do you have anything spicy?
Oh, I don't know any jokes like that. I'm really sorry. Maybe ask the cheeky one.
I think he's referring to the cat.
I was meaning food. Like chili,
She's like,
spicy food.
oh, she's like, oh no, I'm only a small gnome. I don't have any of that. I've got some salt.
I shall have fruit. Thank you.
Anyone else care to partake of some of the breakfast before another roll is coming your way? So maybe start warming your dice up.
I would just grab a slice of toast.
Fruit would do, but if possible, can I get some milk?
Yeah, she pours you a glass of milk. Yes, that's fine.
Thank you so much.
At the mention of milk, Floof's eyes just grow massive as he stares forward, and he just goes, "Weave the jug."
She gives you a jug and also then goes behind the counter to get a cup and a bowl and looks a bit nervous as she just kind of leaves them near you but without presenting them to you.
He takes the cup and leaves the bowl for Goldar, and then just fills the cup, picks it up with
Yes. Cheers.
He
Fluff.
can hold his milk.
And
Hi.
and how about
yeah.
Lilia? Lily's been a bit quiet as you've seen these people maybe be more uncouth, and that's the right word, Cameron. As they're a bit in front of you.
Yeah, Lilia has just been sat with just her eyes peeking out, eyebrow raised from behind a book, watching everything and just silently judging every single one of you. But she'll get up, she will go and grab some fruit, she will quietly turn to Dinky and just thank you. And then seeing 2 cups of coffee in Wynn's hand, as she's walking back past Wynn, she'll say, "Oh, something on your cloak," and then she'll try and grab one of the cups of coffee from Wynn.
Okay, so it's our first
Oh, my cloak.
real. Maybe do you want to roll for this?
Why not? That can only go really well for
I
me.
mean-
I already rolled one
My
natural
roll.
I
one.
mean, does he actually have something on his cloak? So then you don't, or are you actually pretending you have?
She's
something?
trying to
Believe
steal his
it.
coffee.
I know,
Absolutely
so
not. I just
that's
want
what I
to take
meant,
his
so-
coffee.
Yeah.
That would be sleight of hand if
Yeah.
you're trying to steal his coffee, or deception if you're trying to. Yeah, sleight of hand, basically. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
This is gonna go
See
so
what
well.
happens.
So
And,
well.
Win, that's versus your perception to see if you notice that she steals your coffee.
Well, I mean, I rolled a natural one again, so
I mean, that's good for me to explain what happens, but
yeah.
So did Lilia.
okay, great. So, Lilia, you really go for it. You're like, he seems a bit full of himself, so you actually grab both cups of coffee, but you kind of trip on his glamorous boots, because I presume he has glamorous boots, and you spill 1 cup of coffee down your beautiful uniform, as well all over poor Win. I'll be nice, it's your first day, you don't take any damage, but you guys are messy, and school starts soon. You guys are not going to look your best.
If you wanted a cup of coffee, there's a whole pot over there. Why would you?
Well,
Okay.
you've got something on your cloak. Okay,
Yeah,
just
coffee.
pointing that out. Yeah, you've got
It's-
coffee on your cloak. Okay,
Yeah.
have a great breakfast. And she's walking off with the fruit bowl.
I am not doing well today. I am not doing well. Late, was attacked by a cat mascot, not mascot, and now coffee all over me. Please, one of you must know some
Unnamed
kind of
coffee-covered person. What is your name?
Ah,
Both of
The
you.
name-
You're both coffee-covered people.
yes. The name is
Um,
Wintarius, Alaric, Valerian, Velstorm, von Zethra, Kalen, the Tempest the Second. But you can just call me Win.
Good, because I was not going to remember that.
No one ever does. It's okay.
And other coffee-covered human.
Dinky kind of come over and she's like, she says, I can maybe help, but I was just wondering, what are some of the classes you're taking this year? So you can all roll me a d6 to see what one of your classes is going to be this year.
Oh, D6 you said, sorry.
Just a d6, yeah. You all.
Oh no.
Okay, I will do.
Somewhere else.
I will do yours first.
Oh, Floof and Lilia are in class together.
Larissa, you are taking Arcano Botany for Beginners, which is more typically a right rot college class, but obviously it is a beginner's level that you're taking. Yes, it has appeared, your school syllabus all appeared in your bags this morning. Did someone else get that one as well?
No, I actually rolled a 1 again.
Oh, so you're doing the same.
Oh, that is the one.
So you're doing
Oh,
the
was
same.
I?
You two are in the
You're
same
in class
class.
with me.
You're also
Nice.
taking Arcano
Nice.
Botany for Beginners.
Arcane.
Arcano Botany for Beginners. It is a ripe rot subject, but also
I
for
don't think
beginners.
any of us are in ripe rot.
Well, again, it is a beginner's class. You have to take in your first year. You have to take a variety of classes. So yes. Floof, what did you get?
Both myself and Lilia rolled a 5.
You are taking History of Magic and Art, which is a Loveberry class.
History of Magic and Art, was that?
History of Magic and Art. And finally, we have Guldar. What did Guldar roll?
I rolled 2.
2. You will be taking a Basic Magical Auras, which is actually a general studies class. Most students will be taking this as well. So yeah, just yeah. So Dinky's like, oh, if you guys need any help, I'm a second year student. So if you need any help with any of this, I'll do my best. I am your RA, so you can always give me a knock if you have any problems with accommodation or if you're feeling a bit homesick or something. I'll do my best. She looks at the two of you covered in coffee and she says, oh, do you want me to do a big quick spell to clean you up?
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, I would really appreciate it, Dinky.
That would be greatly appreciated, Dinky. Thank you.
Very good. He kind of plays with her hands a bit, and a little blue light flies out of you guys, and she presses digitation. The coffee stains away, so you guys look nice and clean for your first day of class. Though she does look at her watch at the moment. She's like, oh, because you guys obviously missed yesterday, do you want me to give you a very quick lightning tour of the campus? I'll kind of like point things out on the map just so you guys know what everything is. She's like, are you guys ready to go?
Yes, I'm ready.
I would just like to ask the blue-haired. What is your name? You're no longer coffee covered, so I cannot.
Oh, purple hair.
Purpose. Apologies. It is small picture.
Too many people. My name is Lilia.
Nice.
Lilia, I like your claws. And he
My
points
furs.
at your claws, and he points at your long
my claws.
silver tooth. And Floof also puts out his
Thank
own
you.
claws and says, "Good luck."
It's useful. Thank you.
Very good. Are we all ready to do your little quick tour of the campus?
Before the tour, Floof is going to run into his room, quickly throw on some clothes, because despite being big and fluffy, he is still nude. So he's going to pull on he's going to pull on like a little pair of very simple but well-made trousers and a sort of wrap-around jacket. So he looks almost like exactly how you'd imagine a monk to look. And now that he's come out with wearing clothes, he is walking on 2 legs, as you'd expect anyone normal to do, and is doing.
Well, if he, I wouldn't have called him a mascot if he was dressed like that originally. You know.
I just pat Win on the back, just like, it was very funny.
He did that on purpose, right? He totally did that on purpose.
Perhaps he wanted to see reaction.
Well,
You provided me with entertainment, if nothing else.
Well, as a bard, that is my job.
Dinky is listening to him as he sees like not to be offensive, but there is a no nudity clause on campus. So just to make you aware, she says even the ducks wear pants here, as she chuckles to herself. He says, anyway, I don't want you to miss your orientation, so I'll quickly start the tour. And she does hand you guys all a map. And she says, I'll just quickly walk you guys to the Grand Library, which is basically, well, it's a library, and it's grand, and it's basically where there's a lot of classrooms and things like that in. So it will be where you were spending a lot of your first year at. So she's not walking you around all these different places, but she starts pointing you out them on campus so you can see them in a twinkle of an eye where they are. So she walks you out of your little block, and she says, this is, guys, where you all are, which you might know a little bit about. This is the central campus. So it has dining halls, administration buildings, classroom, and some laboratories, mostly for first year classes, and some social gathering spaces. So she said you guys will probably spend a lot of time here. You'll see a lot of students doing the basic classes and stuff. Here's obviously the guys that you're heading to today is the Grand Library, which is the centre of Hexford University. It's the main library, though all of the 5 colleges do have their individual smaller libraries, but this is the Grand Library. And she says, I will give you a quick tour of the library as well, because, again, some of the other students did it yesterday. And she says, do any of you guys know about what a snarl is?
Oh, snarl is obviously a Isn't that a type of bogey?
She kind of looks at you and waits an awkward amount of time before laughing.
Oh, it's you got it.
She's like,
Thank you. Why don't you explain for those of us who are maybe not win?
well, what I'm going to do is that some of you might have read your campus prospectus a bit more closely than us, so you can all roll me a Arcana check to see if you know what a snarl is.
11.
Oh,
12.
Anyone higher than
14.
an 11? 14's good. Anyone
12
higher than a
is-
14? No. Okay. Anyone get a 1? Anyone get a 1?
Is it DC?
How does turns
Arcana
cable?
check.
Oh,
Very good. So I think
I don't see yours. That's why I have 7.
So 14 was our highest. So do you know what? When even with your joke, you kind of do remember that you did leaf through the campus prospectus, and you realise you're like, oh, you of course heard of a snarl. A snarl is a tangle in the fabric of magic, and it kind of intensifies all magic done in an area, and it is part of the Grand Hall of Oracles, which is inside the Central Library. So yes, you do know a little bit. So she seems a bit more impressed after your joke, and then obviously with you actually knowing what it is.
I will relay that to the team. Just be like, boastfully. Well, obviously, a snarl is an amplification of sorts. It's something created within magic to boost magic in a certain area. Also, I read.
You can weed? I never thought that would be the case.
Ah, well, don't let my good looks deceive you.
She says,
You look good?
Mhm.
Never. That would be the case.
She says, excellent. So she says, well, move on a little bit forward. And she points this out on the map. She says, this is the Archway Commons. It's just south of the Grand Library. It's kind of where they have a bit of spots for people to hang out, like a garden area. A lot of the clubs hang out here to do some events and things like that. So you guys might be spending a bit enough time here. So she hurried you past this as it is on the way to the Grand Library. She also points out, she says, clearly at least 2 of you probably like coffee. There is the Buzz Brew Cafe. If you guys ever need some extra pep to keep up with any of your exams or to wake up in the morning. So yeah, you can check that place out as well. There is also, says if you guys like a little bit more of evening type fun, there is the Slam Unicorns Tavern. She says, I don't really know how it got that name, but she says it's very popular with the students in the evening time. Can get a bit ruckus. They have performances on. She's like, I don't really like to drink, but I have been to a few events there, so she said that can be quite fun as well. It says the only other place that you might possibly need to know at the moment before you branch out into your colleges is called the Hexford Stadium, which is where all the students gather to play a certain game called Fireball.
And that is...
She says, of course, don't. She says, you know, I know you're smarter than you look. You know what fireball is. And she
I
walks
should
past.
say so. He looks pretty dumb.
Listen, Mr. Tobeans, again, I apologize for calling you a mascot, but in my defense, you was not dressed. And I've never seen anyone like you. I'm hoping we
But
can
you're a
start
pervert as
afresh.
well.
Well, no.
You did
Floof just
try to
starts
touch
laughing.
naked person.
He starts stuttering over his words. He's like, he's really trying a good impression, but... So,
Floof laughs, and then just pats, because he's quite short, he just pats you on your shoulder and says, I only playing. It's okay, I only playing.
The rest
Oh.
is just cackling
yeah.
because she enjoys the little bit of chaos.
Yeah. I would like kind of lean over to Golda and just be like, I've never been petted by a cat before. That's amazing.
So you guys approach the Grand Library, and you can see above the library there seems to be this very large floating arch of stones, and Dinky points out and said, that's the archway. She says, again, filled with some kind of magical energies. Yeah, it said it might be something for some of you to study a bit. Some of the students carry some experiments and stuff for their final theses. It is attracted by the snarl. She says it's highly studied. But she said this is the Grand Library. There are 3 floors. There's the first floor where people can attend lectures. There's a cafe. You can get information. The second floor is the restricted area where you need permission from a professor or an administrator to access, because it has some more of the juicier arcane texts. And then the upper floor is where there is pretty much every mundane common book from all the multiverses in. So she says it's always a good hoot if you want to explore different literatures from all over. And she says there is even, she says I've never used it myself, but there is a magical dragon statue that supposedly, if you put one of the books into its arms, it will read any of the book out that you have given it. Though she says this has caused some complications with some joke books as she looks at Wynne. But yeah, so that is the rough structure of the library. So I can see your orientation is going to be in a couple of hours with the Oracle. I'll just give you a quick little tour of the library. Now, for my players, this may be very useful, so I suggest you listen carefully to how she describes the Grand Library. You obviously start out at the main entrance, and she says the library is open from 8 till 10 p.m. each day, and then it is locked up. So it is not a 24-hour library, it is just most...
Did you say 8 to 10?
8 to 10, yes, it is open.
Mhm.
And then it is locked up. There is the Grand Library Lounge, which she points to as you walk past, and you can see some luxurious couches and sturdy tables finish this spacious area, and you can see a few students and employees lounging around in this small area, and you can see some magazines, newsletters, and even some flyers for some societies as you guys walk past. She kind of hurries you along, and you notice there is a small cafe as well with a little seating area. And as you walk past, you can see there is a very beautiful mural made from living tree roots, which seems to move occasionally and make the whole wall seem alive. The ceiling is covered with painted leaves here, which change colour depending on the season, thanks to this illusion, she says. So at this time, you can see the green is starting to go slightly yellow as the autumn has arrived. As you look just for a few more moments, you can see there are a few little painted squirrels that seem to run up and down the roots, and you can even see a few painted birds that seem to chirp among the leaves. and she explains this is where any of the students who are really busy and need to grab a quick snack as they're studying come. And she says you can see there Alza Fitzbottom, the little gnome over there, makes very delicious sandwiches and little cakes and stuff, as well as some teas and coffee. So if you ever need anything, she's great. She says she's a bit of a scatterbrain, but she's very hardworking and she's quite kind.
Sorry, what was her name?
Her name was Ilza Fitzbottom.
He giggles at that.
Mm-hmm. A little bit further back, there are the lecture halls where they do all different interdisciplinary lectures. And she says, just in case, sometimes freshers gain a little bit of weight, the seats will accommodate you comfortably. They're magic, so they will change size. And she says, and I forgot transportation. If you can see the stairs over there, as she points you to some stairs that lead upwards, and you watch as some students get on it, and again, I didn't make this book, bit of a rip-off of Harry Potter, they seem to move and transport and go up to the next level. As she says, and they also change to the size of the person on it to make sure it is the right size. She says
That is amazing.
Mm-hmm. She says for any of you who are maybe want a bit of a faster transportation, some of you seem like you're going to be quite busy here, there are also these magical rings. And if you use these transportation circles, you can get transported to another circle in the library if you're in a bit of a rush and you see some of these students doing speaking to these little stone circles as they disappear into a blue light.
Excuse me. Do we have to do anything to get these rings? What is the process for that?
Oh, no. You just basically just stand in the ring and speak what level, and it will transport you. Yes.
Sorry, I thought you meant like a ring on finger, not ring on ground.
No, like a magical ring, yes. Is it because I...
Well, a magical ring could still be on finger.
Yeah, yes, possibly. I mean, maybe your character would know. Maybe you think it's a magical ring and not a shape ring. We're doing a lot of shapes today, guys. We need to back off on the shapes.
Colours and shapes.
5. You said you only know 5 shapes.
I've done all the shapes. That's it. No more shapes, guys. You've had all of them. But yes, she explains to you how you can access this, and you notice the ceiling goes to 50 feet high at this place. It is a huge ceiling that you guys can see up into, and the back half seems to be all glass, as you can see the morning sun kind of coming in for you guys. So yes, she says there is some of the lecture halls at the back. She says there is a little study area here as well. If you guys want to study, you can take some of the books out. She says this is one of my favourite spaces. I am a right prot student, so I study a bit of nature magic. These are the book gardens. A few years ago, we just had a tiny little bit of plants here, and some of these little awakened shrubs wandered in and kind of spreaded some magical energy, and it kind of grew into this very lovely little garden, which the students kind of tend to, and we read some books here, so it's a nice little area to go past. Who has the highest charisma out of you guys?
I hope to goodness it's Win.
It probably
really
is.
I hope it's gold. I hope it's gold.
17.
17. Anyone higher than a 17? Yeah.
Wait, what did we have to roll?
Nothing. Just what is your charisma?
Oh, 16.
Oh, Win, as you walk past, you see one of these little shrubs give you a little wink as it goes back to being a shrub and whatever shrubs do.
It's not the first time I've been winked by a shrub. It is.
As you guys see the more central area, you can see, so these are the main stacks, and you can see these ginormous bookshelves going deep into the basically the sky/ceiling. She says, "Oh, she'd be very careful. These the stacks have a tendency to move." She says, "Sometimes they even have their own weather systems. Like I've got blown away in here many times. So just be careful if you're going up the ladders and stuff." But you can find a lot of the more generalized books down here that you might need for your first level courses. She says up here is the student and alumni art gallery. A lot of the Loveberry students sometimes show some of their works here, and sometimes they do special pictures or art exhibitions from past professors to kind of celebrate them. So she said when you have time, if you're a bit art-minded, you could look around at some of the sculptures and pictures over here. At the very back, there is a small amphitheatre, has like a small show stage. She says if they're not using the main stage in one of the other buildings, they use this little one. They have quite cool little performances on here, obviously in the daytime. And there is the student council halls, where if you have any business that you would like to attended to by the university or a disagreement, they do hold meetings here that you can attend. As I said, upstairs it's the advanced study rooms, and then there's the compendium, which is the books, like I said, from all over the multiverse. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will take you guys to near where you're doing your orientation. So over here is where the Hall of Oracles is, who is obviously, the head of the university. So I think you guys have about an hour until it starts. But I don't know if any of you guys are interested in any of in the clubs and things, but the Student Activity Centre is just here. I was going to have a look myself. Sometimes they give out free keychains and stuff. Yes, do you guys want to have a look around here at some of the societies and clubs? I don't know if any of you guys are interested in joining any.
I would
What kind of
be interested in looking.
Yeah, it couldn't hurt to look. Also, Miss Dinky, just real quick, just to make sure I'm not going crazy. And he'll kind of lean in quietly down to her. Is it normal for shrubs to wink around here?
Is this another one of your humorous jokes? I don't really get humor. And she kind of just backs away.
Okay.
Floof
Top 3
taps
strange
you
things to
on
happen.
Floof just taps your shoulder.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Toebeans?
Got word.
What? What's happening?
Shrub. Got word. And you say you're funny.
Maybe leave the jokes to me, Mr. Toebeans. Yeah. So, societies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would like to look around at the societies.
I'm just going to ask what two of our quieter students have thought. So, what has Lilia and Guldar been thinking as some of her new dorm friends have been fooling around a little bit, possibly in the library? What do you guys think? Either?
Oh, you go.
Okay, Guldar first. What have you been thinking as you've wandered around the library and seen your possible friends interact a bit?
Well, I didn't really get it. Am I supposed to interact with people or the books in here?
I mean, you can see.
I prefer books, but right now, because I don't want to be looking forward to meet new people. I want to keep to myself until I know people a bit more, others more. So, yeah, I just checked the books mostly about magic,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
maybe rituals,
Yeah.
if I have access to some of them.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
Dinky can see you look around, she just says, "Oh, and the most important thing." She talks to you directly, Goldar. Says, "I can see you are a fellow wizard, as I am myself. The information desk is over there as well. So if you do need any help with trying to find any books in any of the stacks, you can go to them and you can put a request in to maybe get some books, or they'll direct you where they are." So she says, "Yeah, that's just out. It's the information booth is just there." So I thought I'd let you know that as well.
Oh,
Very
that's
good.
very kind of you. And I go there.
Very good. And how about Lilia? What is she thinking as you follow around for the tour?
She has just been absolutely enthralled by the amount of books that are here. She would have just been listening intently, taking every single thing in, really moving slightly further away from the group to sort of stop and look at some books and then having to sort of speed walk to catch up. She's just been watching everyone again, just trying to take everyone in and just trying to work everybody out from a distance now.
Okay. We are going to do another dice roll. So, probably for our audience, I will explain. So, if you played Dungeons and Dragons before, this Strixhaven campaign has a few little extra rules in it. So, basically, we have to keep track of all our friends. Friends not meaning our adventures, they're NPC friends. So, for all my players, if you look at your little Hexford memories card, you can note at this point you seem to have impressed Dinky with you seem like pretty cool people, and she knows you well enough, so you could put Dinky down as one of your friends. So yes, you can add Dinky onto that little sheet, and you would give her 1 point, and again for people watching at home and including the players, if you get to 2 points after a few social interactions, that person will become your friend and maybe give you some benefits. If you make a bad impression or you really don't want to be friends with them, the points would go down and you may have a rival who causes you a few complications. But at the moment, Dinky seems enamored with all of you, so you can all put her on your sheet. And
Do we have a last name for Dinky?
You do, and I've lost it.
Dinky Ding.
No, it's Dinky Von. Oh, Dinky Von Stinky. So Dinky Von Stinky is her name.
Wait, Stinky or Sninky?
Stinky. Stinky is the bullying name she gets.
Yeah, okay. SNINKY.
Yeah. Dinky Von Stinky. Sninky, even I'm saying it. Yeah, so you can put her on your sheets for now, anyway. Okay, I'm going to need some more dice rolls as you guys approach the activities and club section. And again, for people watching at home, basically in this campaign, you can join some clubs, and again, you get some extra dice rolls and chances to meet more NPC friends who again might help you. So our players have told me just before the game some societies they wish to join, and they're going to meet some new NPCs. We're going to see how well they do at charming them. So again, we will roll. Do you know what? I know these guys well enough. I'm going to make you all roll a D100. Let's see if you both get the same score on that. So all roll a D100 and tell me who got the highest to see who gets to look at their activities. And Dinky is following you in here as well. So he wants to have a look around.
I got an 85.
Okay.
66.
66.
I got a 19.
Okay. Anyone higher than an 85? Okay. I mean, this is like not going to kill you, dice. This is literally just
It's just funny.
I mean, I don't want to ask them, but I'm guessing it's like in 1 digit if you guys are doing these faces. That's all I can. 5.
5.
You need to get. Did you not put your dice under the super full moon like I did? I mean,
I've tried every moon, Martin.
Every moon.
It's not working. Every moon.
I'll send you. I do actually have some moon water from the super moon. I will need to send it to you just to help. But anyway, back to the game. So sorry. Larissa, I think you scored the highest.
I did.
So let me find the person that you have. Ah, I know who you're meeting. He is quite handsome. Unfortunately, I can't show you guys the pictures today from the book, before, I think for copyright reasons, but I might be able to send our players later. Or if we get legal rights them. But yes, so Larissa, you kind of are looking around at some of the different student fairs, and you can see they're giving away, like free T-shirts and key rings, and the sports societies are giving away free shots. You know the jam. It's the freshest fair stuff to try and get you to join. And you see this very handsome looking human male with slicked backed hair, wearing an immaculately tailored blue suit. And as you even get quite close to him, you can see you're kind of heading towards him, and you see the banner that says Enchanters for Enterprise. This is kind of the little business club of the university that you have some interest in. As you approach him, he kind of welcomes you, and he said, hello, my name is Grayson Wilmer. He's like, are you a fellow business person like myself?
I certainly have some interest in business and business structures and leadership. Can you tell me more about club? What's
He kind of looks at you a little bit. So she says, like, well, usually people know quite a lot about the club. He says, you do intrigue me a lot. He's like, I'm also on the Hexford Herald. I run my own column, which, of course, you've heard about, called Sorcerer in the City. It's kind of a informative a piece about things that go on in my life and around me. But you're more interested in the Enterprise Club. He's like, I'll tell you what, I want you to impress me. So, pitch me a business idea, and we'll see how you do, if you deserve to get into my club. So not well, not to read too much now. You can add some flavour to this, but basically for this, you're going to need to roll me an insight roll, because I'm going to see if you've got your finger on the business pulse to see if you can pick up on a trend, but you can give it some flavour if you want to tell me what your character would think would be a good business and how Grayson is going to appreciate it.
Do I do the roll first, or
I'll tell you what, I'll let you do the speech bit first, because if you in this game, if you impress me enough, I will either give you a bonus dice, roll with advantage, or I may totally say that you don't need to do the roll if you impress me enough. So let's see how you do, how you think on your feet.
Let me present to you business idea. We are all students at school. We are busy. We have much work to do. We often find ourselves in our dorms, in the library, working constantly. That is our job as students. So what if we were able to provide students with a way to get food to dorm fast and cheaply?
It's like
Obviously, we have cafeteria. Cafeteria is very good. We have kitchens in dorms. We have cafe in library and on campus. But if we are in our dorms working, we don't have time. If we are studying, we don't have time to go stand in line, wait at cafeteria. We need food, and quickly.
He kind of ponders this, and he's like, a magical created food does take quite bad. He's like, I'm going to let you roll insight with advantage and see what you get.
Let me see if I can do this on an iPad. There it is. Insight with advantage. Oh my god, those are both garbage. I got a 12.
He's like, it's a little rough around
I
the
rolled
edges.
a 7 and 8. I'm good at insight. Damn it.
He says you've definitely got a good rough idea. I think we need to sort some bits out, but there's a kernel of an idea there. So he shakes your hand and said, "Do you know what you're in? I think I can tutor you in the proper ways, to get this business off the ground. It's not all about magic. He says, yeah, okay, well, I'll see you at the meeting next week. And he signs a copy of the Hexford Herald and hands it back to you, and then kind of just goes back to his business, presuming that you would want a copy of this newspaper with his signed column, Sorcerer in the City, signed, of course.
Thank you, Grace, and I will see you at meeting next week. I am Larissa, by the way. I don't know if we did introductions.
Oh, he says, yes, obviously on the sign-up sheet I've seen your name. So yes, as he signed you up, and again, if any of you been to a Freshers' Fair, they're very, very good at getting your phone number / dorm number. So he does do all that. So yes.
Hey, Hawkeye has my number. I don't think I'm that fussed.
As you are obviously doing this, Dinky kind of is quite close to you, and she's like, "Oh, Grayson's, very well, he's not really that popular at school, due to his column, but he's very respected, because, well, he's from quite a well-to-do family, and and have you heard, and at this point, I'm going to need you to roll me a persuasion roll to see if Dinky might reveal a little bit more.
Me?
If you wish, maybe you don't want to know anything about.
Yes, I do want to know.
The handsome Grayson.
That's an 18.
Oh, well, she seems to have an affinity to you, so she kind of pulls you a bit closer, and she says, actually, I've heard that he's been paying for books for some of the lesser well-off students, but he doesn't really like to talk about that, but I do know a few personally, so I think he's actually quite a nice person underneath all the bravado.
He seems very put together. I am interested in knowing more about him. Not just because he's handsome or anything.
She's like, right. Okay.
What is his column? I have copy here, but which I will take a look at, but can you tell me about his column?
It's kind of his journey to meet the right person, and he really likes shoes, and he drinks these pink drinks a lot, and he has 3 other friends that he's really close to. It's kind of fun, but like a little bit bitchy, but it is very fun. And he does exposés as well, and exposes maybe some of the bully type characters as well. But yeah, it can ruffle some feathers, unfortunately.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So, who got to the next highest? Who got, I don't know, 50 to 84? Anyone get 50 to 84?
I think I got 66.
Well done.
Yes.
Okay, so... Guldar, you're obviously watching Larissa do this, and you don't really have much interest in business, I don't think. So you kind of rest for a moment, and you put your hands on this very large tree. You don't really think too much of it because you saw the little book garden area. She's like, it's a magic university. Why wouldn't they have indoor trees? And you kind of rest against it for a couple of minutes, and then the tree comes a little bit closer to you, and his 2 yellow glowing eyes peer down at you and say, in this kind of smooth wooden-like voice, says, "Can I help you?"
Well, sure.
And he says,
Well, so can I have your name?
He's like, "Of course," but he's like, "Do you want to take your hand off my special place?"
Oh, I'm really sorry about that.
and he starts.
I didn't know.
And he starts laughing. He's like, I like playing that joke on the first year students. He's like, my name is Melwyn Thorne. I'm a dryad. I'm sorry for the little joke. He's like, you seem quite a muscular type guy. He's like, You wouldn't be interested in possibly joining the Fireball Sports Club, would you? We need people who are strong. Some of the he kind of whispers to you like some of these magic units can be a bit scrawny, you know, and we need people who have brains as well as some strength. Would you be interested in joining the Fireball Sports Club?
Well, I don't consider myself as a wise person, but you know what wise people say? Healthy head. A healthy head sits on a healthy body. So why not?
It's like he flexes and he's like, feel my roots. As this large dryad, he is, I'm gonna say, 12 feet tall. He's a big guy. But yes, he says, well, tell you what, obviously you can't just, you know, get into the club. I've got to see if you're the strong stuff like me. He says, he said, grab my arm. Let's wrestle. Let's arm wrestle to see if you can get in this club. So I'm going to need you to roll me for athletics to see how you do.
Sure.
Very good. So roll me for athletics. If you want to see if you get any help, you could give me some flavor for this as well. If you can think of a way to get any advantage, would any of your friends help you as well? I mean, any way you could think of helping him.
It would be nice if they cheer up for me, but only if they want to.
I really want to see what this guy's made of.
So you're not cheering, or is that a cheer?
That's just a comment to the room.
I mean, am I seeing this? Because I was talking to Grayson.
Yeah, you've literally just finished and seen this, yeah. So if any of you guys want to help, I mean, if you only had a bard
I'll just
in the
be
room to help with this stuff, I mean...
Go, Goldar, you can do it.
Place your bet, my friends.
You can do it. It will be good. Have fun.
I mean, if he doesn't win, that's just going to be slightly embarrassing.
And Floof, yeah, Floof, what's Floof going to be doing?
Goes up to him, puts his hand on his shoulder, and says, I believe in you, and casts guidance.
Oh, very good. So yeah, so obviously I'll allow you to. Lilia, do you care anything that's going on?
I mean, she's not going to do any sort of encouragement, but she will cantrip message him and just say, "Don't fall flat on your ass. Don't embarrass us less soon, please." That's it.
For that, do you know what? I'm going to make Lilia roll a insight check just to see how much attention you guys are getting. And then obviously I will allow Guldar to roll, but I'm going to let you roll. Obviously you get the guidance, which is, I think, is a D4 at this point. So you can roll a D4 as well.
So no advantage, but I already rolled one.
Yep, you can roll the D4 though to add on it.
Alright, so without D4 is 21, and D4 is coming.
That's good then. That I think I'll do it.
And plus 1, so 22.
22. Okay.
It's in my blood.
Yeah. I'm gonna say now he's a big guy. He's, like I said, he's literally made of wood. And yeah, you guys actually, people kind of gather a bit for a good 5 minutes. You guys really go at doing the arm wrestling, and you kind of call it a draw. And he's like, my friend, you're definitely on the team. And yeah, he says, yeah, I'll see you on the pitch next week. He said, and he kind of does that bro-like punch to your arm, which again, because you rolled so high, you don't feel anything, even though he's huge and you don't even move. Yeah, you seem to get a little bit of respect from this.
I go towards Larissa and for a chest bump, and I put Floof on my shoulder and say, yeah!
See, he didn't need us cheering him.
Looks down at her boobs like, is this appropriate?
But yes, you can also again. You've made enough of an impression to gain 1 point, so you can put Melwin Thorn on your sheet. But again, I can help you with some of the spellings and stuff later. But yes, you can put a new friend.
I didn't get a point with Grayson.
Sorry, you did. Yes, sorry, you
Oh.
did. Yes, yes. So you've had your introductions. You're not friends yet, but you've made an impression enough so they would obviously, if they bumped into you on your way to class, they'd probably say hello and stuff. Very good. And sorry, Larissa, what did you roll for your score?
Oh,
Wait.
Not Larissa,
was
sorry.
it
Lilia.
Lilia?
Lilia, sorry, Lilia.
Oh man.
Lilia, sorry, Lilia.
I got 17 inside.
Yeah, I'm going to say luckily for you, at first you felt maybe a bit self-conscious, but literally as you were looking around, after Guldar's thing, people seem to be a bit more respectful of you guys, like maybe you were getting a few side eyes, but now people just seem more neutral towards you, like aren't bothering. You guys can, easily relax a bit. As Dinky, again, who's following you guys around, she again comes up to you, Goldar, and she says, Milwyn Thorn, he's a really nice guy, but people can be quite scared of him because he's so big, but he's one of the calmest people I've ever met. He's like a very gentle little giant. He's got a very good heart, and well, and then she stops. So you're going to have to roll me a persuasion check to see if Dinky gives you a little bit more information. So this is just for Guldar.
Sorry, I was taking notes.
Guldar, you just need to roll me a persuasion roll to see if Dinky will give you a little bit more information.
Awesome. To the max.
To the
I still
max.
have guidance. That's natural 20.
Ah.
Way!
25 total.
Very good. Well,
I'm in the zone, yeah?
Yeah, I guess because you rolled so well, she was going to whisper it to you, but she makes sure that Melwyn Thorn is definitely not in earshot, and she kind of says, not loudly, but so all you guys can hear, and she says, don't you think he's kind of cute as well? And she goes bright tomato red. Or tomato. Don't know why I went American for a minute. Bright red, and her glasses steam up, and she actually pulls the bowl cut fringe over her glasses as she says this. But who next? Who got between 25 and 50? Okay, we have Floof coming up next. So
35.
35. Okay. Let me quickly check my little pad. Okay. Okay. So, you guys actually gathered a little bit of a crowd from the arm wrestling thing, but you notice there seems to be an even bigger crowd a little bit further to the end of the activities hallway. And you can see people clapping, and they're like things like, oh, he's so cute and adorable. You can hear a lot of people oohing and ahhing at something that they are watching. And as the crowd parts, you can see that the Arcane Acrobats Club seem to be putting on like a little bit of a small display to show what they're made of, and you see this very, very small puppy-like rough collie. If any of you don't know what this is, it's kind of like Lassie, very golden, prominent dog, but this is basically the puppy form, and it seems to be playing with a little ball. And you guys are watching this very small little puppy play as it suddenly starts to do 8 backflips and throws the ball up in the air, which it then seems to catch on its head, and everyone cheers at this small little puppy doing this. And the dog says in a very cute voice, he's like, oh, so if anyone would like to join the acrobat team, you can join with me. And everyone kind of goes, oh. And he goes to like a little booth, and you see there are a lot of people who seem to be like patting his head. He seems to kind of enjoy it. He seems like the belle of the ball. And Floof, you're aware that this is the Arcane Acrobatic Club, which you've probably expressed some interest to.
So you said there's quite a lot of people there. Is it really quite busy?
Yeah,
Is it like a big crowd?
it started to calm down after the little exhibition that he's done. Yeah, so people are clearing at least enough room for you to get to the little stall that he seems to be running for the club.
So being the nimble little guy that Floof is, he would just start bobbing and weaving and making his way through between all the legs and around about people. He's proper crouched down, not on all fours, but just whoop, 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 to get through to the front until he can reach little puppy.
He's just there with his dog out, like just looks at you.
Hi there.
He's like,
My name's Floof.
He's like, my name's Laddie.
Hi there, laddie.
He's like, I'm good.
Good. I want to join. I want to be an acrobat.
He's like, oh, okay. He's like, and he seems to have the sign-up board upside down, and he's like, okay, can you do this and roll me a d20?
Oh.
Guldar wants to see this.
You don't know what's gonna happen yet.
Natural 1.
Oh. That's good. No, it's so basically, luckily for you, Laddie just kind of gets up on the little table and he just does one backflip. It's amazing backflip. I'm kind of glad I didn't roll a 20. He might have died. He does a little.
I just set my DC?
Yeah, you said that. But he's like, oh well, he's like, I don't mind if you want to join, but you've got to be able to at least do the one backflip. He's like, so, yeah, and he's like, I don't usually get on with cats, but I mean, if you can do a backflip, it's okay. So you will need to roll me a acrobatics roll to see how you do. See how you impress him, and you can add some flavour. And again, if any of your friends want to help you, yes, maybe you'll get a better score.
I feel like, I'm sorry, we're all seeing this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone is watching the cat and the dog do backflips, so yeah, everyone's watching.
When he's still trying to get, he's still trying to get back in his good books after insulting him earlier.
Okay.
So he will give him bardic inspiration. Just yell out,
Okay.
Mr. Toebeans, if you just squat and then push up and turn your back that way, you should be able to do it quite easily. I believe in you.
Thank you.
Well, Guldar hugs him and squeezes him a bit. You can do it, my little friend. He says.
Okay, so far I'm thinking disadvantage because one of them was sarcastic to you and one of them bear hugged you, but okay.
So
Oh, no,
Floof
that wasn't
is
Gives
sarcasm.
it a thumbs up and goes, "You got this."
No, just to make it clear, that wasn't sarcasm. I was genuinely trying to help him. I've given him bardic inspiration.
Oh, okay. You must.
So it's a d6 to the roll.
Okay.
I also love how Win is calling everybody like Mr. and Mrs. when he's older than us. Or Mr. and Miss.
Floof is going to just lean his neck one way and go, lean it the other way and go, arms crack and crack. There's like a biggest cat stretch. It just goes, and you hear almost every little vertebrae go as he just gets into place.
I don't sound healthy.
And he's going to try and go full bring it on for all of the 90s and early 2000s people out there and give a little tumbling routine.
Go for it.
My acrobatics.
See how you do. I'm hoping for a natural 1 because then we can do funny stuff, but I also want you to get.
Oh, no natural 1, but it's really bad. So I am going to add on my d6 of bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Which has helped a little bit. That is in total 14.
I mean, at 14's okay. Like, you luckily you didn't have to do too many flips, so you do manage to do it. You slight wobble, should we say, as you land, and you don't get too much attention. But he looks and he was like, "You got little small feet. You're pretty good." He's like, "It's cool." He just
You're pretty good.
yeah. He's like, "I know," but he's like, he's like, he says to you, and this, he's been quite cute and stuff, and he says this quite first. He says, "But I'm the top of the pyramid. If we ever do any of that, it's me." And then he goes, "Okay, you can join. Okay, see you later. Bye."
Okay, you can be top dog. I mean,
Wow, Mr. Tobeans, that was incredible. That was amazing. You're really good at that, you know. Really good at that. Fantastic, just brilliant. Wasn't he great, guys? Wasn't he great?
Gulda is proud of you.
Very nicely done.
Floof looks at Win and goes, "Please call me Floof. That is my name."
Floof. Mr. Floof, no problem.
No, Floof.
Just Floof?
Yeah.
Sure. If that's what you want to be called. Yeah, absolutely, no problem. Floof.
Thank you.
So, Floof, as you're walking away from signing up to the gymnastics club, Dinky knows something as well. Dinky seems to know a lot of things. And she kind of follows you a bit, and she's like, "Oh, I really liked your show. Do you know he's one of the most popular guys in school?" He said, "Do you know, like, well, he's actually a werewolf. But he's apparently really in control of the shape-shifting part of it. Well, there's also another rumour, but I don't know if I could divulge this." So again, you get the idea. Dinky knows a lot, but you got to be sweet to her. So do you want to roll me for persuasion? See if Dinky knows a little bit more than she's telling.
Yeah, so Floof will look at her and say, "Dinky, please tell me. Please." And make his eyes go full Puss in Boots in Shrek.
Okay.
Look as cute and sweet as you can, going, "Please."
Let's see how the roll goes.
Does the roll go with advantage?
Nah, nah, I don't think so. I mean, remember, everyone's magical and fantastical. You've already met like a tree person and a werewolf, so.
Oh, that's great. 19.
Okay. She's like, "Oh, well," she says, like, she's like, "Well, I have heard this rumor that he doesn't do it a lot, but I've heard he's actually very handsome in his human form, but barely anyone's seen it. It's kind of a mystery, actually, what he looks like as a human, but there are rumors about him being quite a good-looking chap."
Very in.
So,
Thank you, Dinky.
yeah, Dinky keeps walking you guys around. So, we have 2 people left. I think we were up to, let's do 10 to 25. Anyone between those numbers?
Yeah, I rolled 19.
Okay, fantastic. So, when you've obviously been interested in quite a few clubs and stuff, and as you're looking around a little bit ahead of the party, as you're trying to find the society you're interested in, you see this very beautiful, tanned, quite tall girl with 3 long pink ponytails. And a pink cheerleading outfit on. As she bounces towards you, and she says, "Oh, well, hey, handsome, you looking to join the cheer or drama team?"
Well, I am now.
She's like, "Well, I'm a member, of course." It's like, "My name's Cordelia, and yeah, I was just like, we were already like accepting very cute people. Like, we have like a hotness number that we need to do, like a quota that we have to do each term." So she's like, "Would you be interested in joining one of the squads, like the squad, the drama club?"
I will grasp a hand, and Cordelia, it would be my honor to work alongside you in the cheerleading squad.
She kind of looks at you, and she's like, well... So she's like, which one are you interested in? Drama or the cheer squad? Or both?
Well, what are you in?
She says, I'm in both.
Well, let's do cheerleading.
So cheerleading, she's like, so she gives you, you can see Karis wincing. So she hands over the sign up sheet and seems to be twiddling some of her long ponytails. No, she doesn't actually. Before you sign, she's like, but we only really accept, she's like, clearly your heart, like, not as hot as me, but like, not offensive. And as she says offensive, she kind of looks at the rest of your friends and just like smirks, and then just immediately looks straight back at you. But she's like, you need to be like cool. So you're gonna have to give me a performance check to see how cool you are. Let's see if you can woo her a little bit, so she'll actually let you sign up. She's not actually let you sign to get on the squad yet.
Okay, no worries. Right now, dice don't fuck me. It's not great. 12 altogether.
Anyone gonna do any help? Does anyone like win enough?
I don't like this bitch.
It's college, yes. You don't have to like everyone. Anyone gonna help or not help or make it worse? You don't have to. I'm just asking.
I'm a nice orc, so yes.
Okay. What?
How can I help though?
I mean, yeah, that's what I said. So, she seems to be She seems to like to hear compliments, so you'd have to figure out a way to help with Win complimenting her.
Floof would help. Floof would probably, just to show Win that there are feelings. Floof would probably again he would want to come up and he would want to tap Win on his side and go, Win, that's the girl that you said was the most beautiful thing that you had ever seen, comparable only to the bluest of blue moons on the darkest of cold nights, providing light upon an otherwise darkened world, isn't it? And give guidance, isn't it?
I did I? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yes, I did. Yes, indeed, I did. Yes, I mean, those 3 long, beautiful ponytails. Something only to find in Hexford University. Something magical. You're absolutely right.
Roll that extra d4 then to see if it makes the difference.
A D4 is this one here.
Lilia's eyes are watering.
Maximum roll.
So
4.
What is
Can
your...
I
So that'll be 16 altogether.
Oh, that's pretty good. Is anyone else trying to help or dissuade?
Can I send Lilia a message just like, was that as ridiculous as it sounded? Using the message
Yeah,
spell.
you can. I'll allow it. This is what this is for.
Can she respond to that one?
Yeah. Yeah, you can, I think, can't you, to message? It's like...
That.
Yeah.
Didn't you already use message as a cantrip?
I just wanted to check that it was yours. You could respond to it.
Mm-hmm.
She will respond with a. It physically hurts me to hear that. You hear how retching would sound in a mind. That's the ending sound to that message.
Yes, that was really, really bad. I don't know who needs to work on their flirting more, Floof or Win.
Floof is watching them and he knows something's going on. And he probably, as he goes walking past, he'll probably look at them and go, "What? He was doing a bad job. You gotta help where you can."
You will see that Win was like he was quite aware that believe it or not, he is quite new to flirting. It was a bit, a bit of sweat on his forehead, and it was a bit red on the cheeks, and yeah, so he was kind of overwhelmed slightly by how forward he had to be.
Well, it seems to have worked because Cordelia kind of bends down and she's like, "That's the second best pussy in the building," and she gives you a little wink, and she lets you start signing the sign up sheet, and she's like, she's like, she's like, well, I might have a boyfriend, like you don't know, she says, but it must be really hard, like. Yeah, I can see like you must be in one of the rooms that does it's like not a co-ed thing. You're like, I can't see any girls with you, and she purposely looks at your two females in your little group and kind of walks away away from you. However, just as she turns around quickly and blows you a kiss, which actually seems to leave her lips as very cartoon style. These lips fly towards you and kiss your cheek, and in your head you also receive a message which basically says, here are the deets for the party. Yeah, your friends can't come. You know why. But totes come. All the cool kids will be there. We'll see you next week.
You just kind of the cheek with the kiss. And Felix wouldn't believe I'm one of the cool kids. Where's Floof? Floof? And then come up to Floof.
Floof is gone. Floof has, the second all this is happening, Floof is like, I'm peacing out, and he's gone.
After that happens, I would have headed back to the group, gone up to Floof, and just giving him like a respect, and a big smile on his face. You're good at this, Floof. When you get a chance, I could take some lessons.
I mean, if I ever have to do anything like that again, I will scratch out my own eye.
At this point,
natural.
Dinky has come over to Larissa and Lilia, and she's making sure, obviously, that you can hear Win, but she's like, yeah, that's Cordelia Harmony. Don't be fooled by the outfit and the hair, though. She's one of the best enchantresses in the whole school, and she's only a second-year student. She's already the captain of the Hexford Sirens Cheer Squad. And she's like, oh, and there's that rumor going around about her, but you know. I had
an eyebrow raised at that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say, I think she probably feels that you should know Win, but you're still going to have to persuade her, because I think she thinks you're a bit too cool for her. So maybe you'll have to roll to persuade her that you're not as cool as you think you are. Or are, depending how you're playing it.
She thought us cool after seeing that absolute abysmal attempt at flirtation.
Mm-hmm. And I know Ian got a reference that I just made. Some people get the name of the character.
22.
20. Oh, she's like, wow. She's like, I guess, like, I've seen you being kind of goofy with the coffee, so you're not like, you're like kind of handsome but goofy. So she's like, I guess I can tell you. She said, well, there's that rumor that, well. Mm-hmm. She's like, well, you know, like she's got the 3 cute ponytails. We've heard a rumor that maybe there's horns under there. So, you know, don't be fooled. I
don't judge Dinky by one's appearance.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So
again, looks up at that. Sorry, and goes, could have fooled me.
As much as she annoys me, is there a problem with horns? Given that Larissa very openly has.
Yeah.
Dinky's like, oh no, I'm just saying, like, you know, like most people around here are pretty open with who they are, so you know that's all she was kind of getting at.
I mean, she seems like a. Well, I will. The thoughts I have are not. I will not say them in public.
Massive bitch.
I mean, hopefully
he can say it though.
Hey, listen. Everyone's different here. Yeah, no, she was
This
a
is
bitch.
not a comment on appearance. This is a comment on personality.
Yeah,
she's
no.
she's ridiculously hot. Even the girls would be like jealous. She's ridiculously good looking, but she also knows she's good looking, so it makes her less attractive. However, she does think that Win is at least worth knowing. So you can mark Cordelia Harmony on your sheet as having 1 point. And I can't remember Fleef if I said, but yeah, you can obviously mark Laddie on your sheet as well, as he is nearly going to be a friend. We'll have to see how you do. However, we do have one of our sultry characters seem to be lurking at the background, I'm guessing, making certain eyes at most of the party. But don't worry, there's something for you as well. So, as Lilia is, again, I'm going to say probably near the back as you're watching all these, everything's been a little bit outlandish really for you, I would guess. Everything's been quite showy. I don't know what Lilia would think of all these actions that everyone's done.
I think she would be quietly impressed, even if she was absolutely disgusted by the flirting. There would be sort of she wouldn't have said anything in public about how horrendous it was. But she would have been there in sort of silent support, stood behind all of them for everything. Just trying to being entertained by all of them. That's all she's been doing.
Well, as you're watching this, you actually feel a tug at your arm as you turn around and you see this very noble-looking human female in long, flowing orange robes, and her hair seems to be pinned in a totally symmetrical style circle. Again, not using a different shape, I don't know anymore. A very, totally, it's quite beautiful to actually see this massive but very highly detailed hair bun that she does have. And she kind of, not creepily whispers, she says, like, I've been watching you. She's like, I'm Talana. No, that's made it creepy. She's, she's like, I'm Talana of the Dragon Chess Club. And she says, oh God, this sounds worse. By the way you move and carry yourself, I can tell you have a sharp mind, and maybe and even I have a few magical charms. Again, this sounds so bad, that don't seem to be able to pass your poker face. Would you care to join the Dragon Chess Club? I'm guessing no, because I wouldn't after reading it. It sounded a lot less creepy.
Sorry.
It sounded a lot less creepy in my head, but sounds pretty bad. I will say she shows you that there is something called the Dragon Chess Club. Yes.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
I've got no king of that. Stop it.
So yeah. So she's quite a calm, reasonably serious person. So there's not like a jokey edge to it. She's seems reasonably serious actually. Yes.
Okay. I was looking for something a little more sensible than what my friends have gone for. Is that something you can provide at all?
Well, yes, it's like I have kind of very an analytical mind. I'm also on the fireball team, but not really for the athletic side. I like to plan and strategize how the team could win. So some people think Dragon Chess could be a bit boring, but I like the idea of analyzing all the possibilities to see how I could win. So I look like people who are very analytical. So I don't know if that is. I kind of observe that you might have that type of mind, so you'd be a good person to have on the chess team.
Sounds right up my alley, darling. I'd love to join.
She says, well, tell you what, like, obviously as you're aware, to play games, sometimes you have to be involved in a little bit of deception. Like I said, a poker face. You don't want to give everything away, do you, my dear? And she kind of smirks at this. A nice smirk. She says, tell you what. Now, it's not officially a chess move I'm asking you to do, but it is going to show me that you can create and deceive someone. That's something you're capable of. So she says, I'm sure you've seen that very perky girl, Harmony, haven't you?
How could you not?
Exactly. So all I want you to do is just go up to her and just give her like a gentle compliment. Now, of course, it needs to be totally fake because she's absolutely tragic and awful, but I want you to make her believe it, and I'll just watch and see how you do. So you are going to have to do me a deception roll, and obviously you can add some flavour to this to see how you do at giving lovely little Harmony a compliment as your new possible friend is going to watch.
Wait, is this Cordelia Harmony or?
Yeah,
Is there
Cordelia Harmony, sorry, yes.
Okay.
My lover.
Can I try and help Lilia?
I would say I would want this one has probably been a bit more private, but Lily, I would allow her to ask you guys for help. But I wouldn't say you guys have probably been as involved in this. But you know, she can ask you for help. That's fine. I don't have no issue with that.
I think she would. God, what should I do?
Whatever you. I mean, if you just want to take the dice roll, but I presume you want to give it some flavour.
Yes, I do. I really do. I am going to turn back to Win and say, "Can I borrow your cape?" Just for a minute.
Can you borrow my cape? The one that you spilled coffee over?
I promise I'll take better care of it this time.
What's it for?
Can't tell you. That would ruin a surprise.
Fine. But I want it back. It's one of a kind.
Course.
He takes off and gives it to her.
Preferably without coffee.
Yeah.
And then, whilst I'm still amongst the group but can still be seen, I will cast Disguise Self.
Okay.
To make myself look like Win.
Oh, okay. I'm definitely giving you, I think, advantage for that. I think, yes. Let's see how this goes.
Can I comment quickly? I just want to... Oh, goodness. Now there are two of them.
Wait, did we see this happen?
She was under
she did say when she was still amongst the group.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, she's changed.
Yeah.
I do have a nice ass, don't I?
After Larissa had said that, Floof will turn to her and go, I know, it makes me feel like I got a hairball.
I'll just give him a gentle whack on the back.
Lovely.
Please tell me you flirt better than the real one.
So come on, Lilia, let's, what are you going to say to Cordelia?
So I'll pull the cape quite tight around, and then I'll go on with a swagger of false confidence over towards Harmony, and I'll go, Harmony. I forgot to say earlier. Your hair, the color of sunset. It's the brightest blush in the world. I've never seen anything like it. I swoon at the sight.
I mean, I think we can all agree that you've done really well. I'm not going to make you roll. She's definitely going to be accepting that. And she's like, I mean, whether you win or lose, right? And she's like, yeah, I'll see you guys. She's like, I'll see you later. And she seems to have a little hop and a skip as she jumps away. And yes, your new little friend does indeed come over, and I've lost her name. But
That's fine. I will
Talano,
do double finger
Talano.
guns,
Sorry.
double finger guns as I go backwards, and then
I do not do double finger guns.
I will trip as I turn around and then do a little
Well, you did well on
and carry on.
I'm gonna message Lily and just be like, appropriately rich worthy.
Thank you, darling.
Just for reference, guys, I have never done finger guns, and I will never do. Well,
What are you doing here? You are doing finger guns as we speak.
Oh,
See?
Damn it.
I'll take off. I'll whip it off. Whip it around. Here's your cape, darling. As promised.
Thanks. My
I said I wouldn't harm the
flirtation.
cape. I didn't say
No, just
anything
my
about
reputation.
You. I didn't
You
promise
didn't
anything
have
about
a-
that.
As he
What
says,
reputation when you are new kid?
at this
I
point,
thought I was.
Talana grabs you and she's like, that was exactly what I mean. She's like, I can see you're going to do very well at the university. She's like, tell you what, if you ever need to study, anyone to study with, she's like, I'm a second year student. She's like, yeah, if you need any extra help, but I'll definitely be seeing you for some shenanigans and some dragon chats next week. And she saunters away. Again, Dinky knows something, as Dinky does. And she kind
Dinky
of,
knows everything.
I've
Dinky.
literally
Like
got
her
on my,
fingers on the pulse of gossip.
all the things on my thing. Under each character just says Dinky knows, Dinky knows. So I want a T-shirt that says Dinky knows. Dinky knows. She says.
Dinky drinks and knows things.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She says Talana can be seen as a bit calculating, but the professors really love her. And she says, I've never actually had any run-ins with her. She seems okay, to me. But she said there was kind of some chatter about something. And again, you know what's going to happen. You're going to need to roll me a persuasion roll too. She'll give you a little
I
bit more.
do. I'm gonna do it on here. No. Oh shit. 23.
She says, I don't know which professor it was, but I did hear that she actually covered one of the professor's classes when they were sick, and she's only a second year student, and obviously last year she was a first year student. So she's like ridiculously smart and clearly got her foot in the door with the professor. So she's just like, she's an up and comer academically and within the school. So
Hermione Granger.
maybe, you don't know. But yes, you can put Talano on your sheet, and you obviously get 1 point with her. She's pretty impressed. But yes, that is pretty much the end of the activities fair. So we're just going to do a little bit more to get you up to the finishing point. At this point, Dinky's like, oh my god, you guys are going to miss the orientation. And she starts running and grabbing all of you. She's like, quick. We need to go to the Hall of Oracles. Or everything. She's like, everything's going to go wrong if you don't finish your orientation. So.
One must not run, Dinky. It is undignifying.
I'm flying instead of running. I'm just like, my legs are sore.
Wow.
Ruth is just bombing it away. Boom.
Yeah.
Well,
you do see a few other students obviously walking their way a bit more calmly into the Grand Hall of Oracles. As you guys enter this very large room that seems to have, well, you've been told by Dinky that is where the snarl is, which seems to be like a glowing small sun that seems to leak like a fluorescent liquid down into a very large pool at the bottom of it. And an almost sacrosanct sense of calm descends as you step into the Hall of Oracles. Brilliant scholars, says a rich, soothing voice, radiating from the whole central snarl of glowing energy. Your attention, please. As you are now Hexford University students, this storied library will be your second home for research, studies, and even leisure. There is just one task to accomplish before you officially embark on your academic journey. Drum roll, please. Like everyone's orientation / freshers fair, I'm sure you would agree a scavenger hunt is definitely what the party need to do to officially start. The rules are simple. The voice says each clue on the list will lead you to a different location in the library, and only on the library's central floor, so not on the second and third. Simply travel to each clue reference and perform the action the clue suggests. Time is of the essence. You have only until the end of the day to finish your hunt. Solve as many clues as you can, because at each location you may win a prize. Now then, off you go. At this point, Dinky has just left you, as she's literally got you guys into the oracle room. She's no longer with you. But you all, a small scroll floats down to you. You seem to have been automatically grouped together as a team. So I'm going to read out the clues, but if you ever want me to read them out again, obviously I can. Clue number 1. You'll forget all about any trouble or plight when you step forward and are ensnarled in light. Would you guys like me to repeat that?
Yes, please.
Okay. You'll forget all about any trouble or plight when you step forward and are ensnarled in light. Clue number 2. Alumni commissions works when they retire, seeking promising mages to inspire. I'll read that one out again. Alumni commissions works when they retire, seeking promises mages to inspire. Clue number 3.
Oh my god, I am not writing this fast enough.
Sorry. There's 5 clues, but I'll repeat them if you ever guys need them
That's fine, I got
as
it.
we progress.
Okay, I'll
Or, yeah, one of you could write each clue down, I guess. Clue number 3. Each group deserves a free treat for their investment. Serve up this list and enjoy your refreshment. So clue number 3 again. Each group deserves a free treat for their investment. Serve up this list and enjoy your refreshment. Clue number 4. There's only 5, by the way, so don't worry too much. Clue number 4. These leafy beds aren't always what they seem. Give them a pat and see what you glean. Clue number 4. These leafy beds aren't what they seem. Give them a pat and see what you glean. And the final clue. Yes, sorry.
No, I was laughing.
Some stars are ancient, enduring and bright, but others, maybe you, are born on opening night. Last clue. Some stars are ancient, enduring and bright, but others, maybe you, are born on opening night. At this point, you see that some of the other students have formed teams and seem to be scurrying about. I will tell you, in case there's any shenanigans, that it also says that each list is the only list, so everyone has a different list with different clues. So you can't really cheat. But yes, and you have probably about 6 hours until the library closes to fulfill the clues. So, any ideas where you would like to explore the library, possibly to solve any of these?
The first clue mentions ensnarled in light. That I cannot imagine referred to anything other than the snarl itself, which is also right here.
Agreed.
Exactly what I thought. Wow, she's really smart.
So what would you
Wow.
guys like to do? You can see the this room's getting a little bit more quiet now. There is the snarl leaking down this white fluorescent liquid into a small pool.
Sure.
It says to step forward. Do we go into the pool?
I think you probably should, yes.
That feels very pointed.
You did volunteer.
It's true.
I
And listen, you're the only one wearing shorts. I don't want to get I don't want to get wet. I'll get my clothes away.
I happen to like these boots. But
I can hold them for you if you like.
Can we
don't know
see
what-
anything? Can we see anything if we step towards it without going into the pool? Can we see anything in the pool?
No,
On
you
the
can just
screen.
see the liquid flowing out of the snarl. It all seems to be like a white fluorescent. You can't really see through the liquid. Yeah, I mean you can.
Larissa sort of Laressa's kind of eyeing the snarl a bit nervously, but I think she'll probably step forward very slowly.
Okay.
And, like, maybe hold her hand out to it.
Yeah, so I'll say you put your hand towards the flowing liquid a little bit, and for a moment you kind of feel a bit woozy and lose track of time, just for maybe 10 seconds, and you feel a little bit shaky, and as you remove your hand from this like electronic pulse, you seem to be holding a minor potion of healing. And you also notice that clue number 1 has been crossed out and says complete.
I told you I told her that this was the answer. What did it give you? What did it give you?
It's a potion of healing.
Wow. You know, they're not cheap.
I am.
Silvers for booze.
It will likely come in handy.
Yeah, keep it.
I sort of cradle it to my chest.
You did get it. I guess. That's right.
If anyone were to look closely, you would see that Laressa is, like, visibly shaken.
I mean, you can all roll me a perception check if you wish.
Or insight, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
One of the two.
Perception or insight, just to see if you observed what happened. Or even Arcana, if you want to assess what you actually put your hands into.
Insight check on Loretta.
I'll roll an Arcana check to see if I... No, I have no fucking clue. I rolled a 9 on my Arcana.
Nope.
My insight on Laressa is 16.
Yeah, you didn't
and
notice.
I got 13.
I'd say if you rolled over a 12, you'd have probably noticed that the effects that she kind of zoned out a bit and shook a bit. So you clearly know this wasn't just white water, it was something else. Anyone else got any higher in any different skills you used?
She's an 18 for insight.